This one has the I don't know how to say it, but it sounds good.
Okay.
Damn, there's 15 grams of sugar in this?
Trust me.
What the was that guy?
I don't know. I think he played quarterback or something.
All right, you guys, Dave Mad Max 6 back at the Dragon's Lair, just 5 days out from the Jay Cutler Desert Classic. And today we have back on the channel for the first time in a long time our good friend Ro Schroer, Ro, IFBB PRO. You hit me up and you said you had some fresh blood to bring to the channel. We appreciate this. Bring new talent to the channel. Who's actually doing Jay show in just 5 days. Michelle Abante, welcome to JTV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So we figured since it's been such a long time since we filmed and so much has happened with you, Rob, we kind of wanted to pick up where we left off. And I want you to, I know we had you on the channel before and we kind of covered your story a little bit, but I want to revisit a little bit and tell people, how you ended up in Vegas, how you ended up in the Dragon's Lair. You have quite the story, and I wanted to tie this into, Michelle competing, because she used to compete a while ago. She took a little break, kind of like you did. We got a little bit similar story, right? So, Ro, thanks for coming back on the channel. Michelle, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's great. So, Ro, tell me how you're not from Vegas, and I love the fact that you actually moved here, and I love how that happened. So, you want to talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, it's really ironic because I was just telling you guys in the posing room, Jay and Remy brought me here to Vegas. They were a big influence and factor as to why I'm here. I initially first met both of them during the 2013 Jay Cutler Wyoming Classic, where I volunteered to help out to do all the setup, whatever they needed, because everybody knew me back in Cheyenne.
Oh, so it was in Wyoming.
No,
You made that.
yeah.
I thought you were in Vegas. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. This was back in Wyoming in 2013.
Gotcha.
So I just started volunteering around for the show, helping out. And, every year, Remy would bring Jay back. And every year, Jay and I would hang out, we'd work out, have lunch, dinner together. And so years go by, 2015, Remy finally said, hey, why don't you compete? And I remember telling him, listen, I'm retired, I'm done with that. I stopped bodybuilding in 2000, right? And it just, when he sat down and talked to me that year, it brought like a little light in the tunnel. And it was Jay that actually, we had lunch that weekend, and Jay told me about Classic Physique, that how it's a new division, and it's something I should look into because, my aesthetic physique. And so I took that to heart, and next thing you know, I made my comeback in 2016 and did my first NPC show, which I nationally qualified and won the overall in the 2016 Northern. 3 months later, I turned pro, and I wanted to pursue something bigger. And I think, with Jay and Remy being my mentor, they said I need to get out of Vegas. So fast forward to 2018 now, the 2018 Jay Cutler Desert Classic, I had brought a couple athletes here. I was actually sponsored by Pitbull Labs. They were one of the sponsors, so they brought me down. And it was at that show that I made up my mind that it's my calling, because all the networking I've had the last couple of years prior to that, it was Vegas. And with Jay being here in Vegas, he sat down, I talked to him, I said, listen Jay, what do you think? When he told me it's all go, I got you, whatever you need, I got your back, I said, you know what, I'm in. So I flew back. I flew back home that Monday after the show, and I told my wife about it. And my wife's like, "Listen, if we can get a house, because it's not easy to move, I'm in." Well, so happened my coach at that time had a house that he was renting out, and it was just like I said, it was my calling. It was God's plan that I had a house already set up. I had Jay to support me. I had my mentor Remy, who's the promoter of the Jay Cutler Desert Classic as well. And I made that move, and I started off at 2018 City Athletic Club.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember City Athletic?
Yes.
I had one client. I had one client to start out with. Nobody knew who I was.
And how did you get that client? I'm curious.
You know what? It's just the word of mouth. It was one client. She knew somebody, and then that somebody knew somebody, and it just kept growing and growing and growing. And then we go. That first client of mine, we actually competed at her show that she won the overall. that's where I saw her, and I thought, you know what, this girl got talent. And I'm not the type that would walk up to a girl or a guy and just like, hey man, I want to coach you. But I saw the talent in her, and it was just so happened that after years going, with my clientels, with my name and my team growing, we finally connected. We actually connected through a mutual friend of hers,
Okay.
who I coach.
Oh, nice.
So everything worked out. But like as far as the growth of my team and my training, it was all word of mouth, and it all started at City Athletic Club. And as you know, back then, back in 2019, they shut down at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I took my team and trained out of LVAC.
LVAC, yeah.
Yeah, on Sahara.
Close, yeah.
During COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
And now I finally found a home. I'm not going nowhere. Dragon Slayer's the place. And I love it here, and everybody here is great. The staff.
Talk to me about the gym culture, because I'm curious to see, how this compares to City Athletics, to LVAC, and of course you ended up here, and that was a big move for you, and because of course you have so many people that of course when you leave a location, everyone comes with you.
They sure did.
So it's it's not just one person moving; it's a lot of people moving. So what do you like the most about training people here?
Well, one thing about this place is, number one, is the culture, the energy. And number one, I look for the energy. I look at the members and the staff. They're all about the business here. It's all about fitness and bodybuilding. They go in, do their work, and they get out. And also, everybody here is uplifting and supportive. At any given time or quarter, months, somebody's on prep, and it's just the energy that they bring just radiates down to us. And to me as a trainer, when I'm around the best,
you feed off that.
It keeps me on my toes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Michelle, I want to talk to you a little bit. How is it to train with this guy? He's full of energy. He's full of positivity. We love Ro. And also, I gotta say, I'm not saying that just because you're sitting here, but all his athletes just look like you. All beautiful women. I don't know how he picks his people, or it's just because they all like.
I think we all come find him.
All the beautiful people know each other. I don't know what it is, but first of all, he trains almost no guy. One time I saw him train a guy, and it was so out of context. I was like, "Whoa! I didn't know you train guy," because he's always with beautiful women, So,
well, thank you.
Yes.
Training with Ro has been such a blessing. Every day that I come in and I see him, it's instantly a hi, hello with a big embrace. And you honestly can't have a bad day when you see Ro's big smile and his matching outfits.
He's full of positive energy, yes.
Always full of positive energy. As soon as you walk in the doors of Dragons, it's just very welcoming, very uplifting. Alex in the front, Emily. And then I go to the locker rooms, there's Ro waiting for me. All the girls that he trains, we all just support each other, and that's what I love about the gym. I've never felt so welcomed into a gym and just so, I know that I'm supposed to do this show because I never thought I'd step back on stage, but after training a while with Ro, I knew that I had to do it. So I'm glad that I decided to make that.
That confidence is nice. It's nice and good. Yeah. Talk to me about you told me off camera you stopped competing for 4 years. Why did you stop, and why did you decide to come back?
Honestly, I stopped just because I didn't have a good trainer. That's just the truth of it. And I guess it's not that he wasn't a good trainer. I just wasn't connecting with him, and so that kind of turned me off with the sport, I guess I could say.
It's tough. It's tough competing. If you don't have a good team.
You have to have a really good team.
Yes.
It's not just like physical looks. It's so much more than that.
Yeah.
And if you don't have somebody who understands you and who vibes with you well, then it's really hard to just stay on track. So I thought it was cool, and then I just decided, I won't do it again. But our mutual friend that contacted me and was just training with Ro, and I saw her improvements with him. I just thought, why not try it out? And so when I DM'd Ro, I saw a message back from 4 years ago that I just ignored, and he was just congratulating my win 4 years ago. And so it was just funny. It was just a big circle, honestly. So
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be.
Right?
Yeah, like I said, I think everything happens for a reason.
Yes.
God's plan. And I'm just really blessed and grateful for all my athletes,
Yeah.
So.
Well, they seem to be really happy, and you're busy all the time. Ro's here from every time I'm cutting the Dragon, he's always here.
Yeah.
So you must have a cot somewhere in one of their rooms. But we love to have you here. You're great energy, Ro. congratulations on your comeback. I think you're going to do very well at Jay Cutler Classic. I will be there. I will be covering your show, so I hope to have a word with you if you win when we're over there. I'm sure I'll see you there as well, Ro. Thank you so much for coming back on JTV. Best of luck at the Jay Cutler Classic. Any show after that? Have you decided what you would like to do if you win? Have you talked about it or no?
We talked about a national show, but right now we're just really going to focus on this one.
One at a time, yeah.
You know, it's the most prestigious show in Vegas, and this is
a
something
good one.
that we want to take a step and enjoy the process and enjoy the journey.
Yeah. Well, I'll be there for the national qualifier. I mean, pro qualifier.
Oh, we will be there.
All right. All right. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.